Hi, Libra. Hey, welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Let's take a look at your energies for February. Um, like, share, comment. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Let's dive in. I want to get straight to it. I have your spread out here for the energies for the month. So we're going to dive right into it for the sake of time. Why not? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by, Libra. So let's take a look. The overall energy I'm seeing for the whole month, it feels like it's going to be the Six of Wands. Okay, Libra. Somebody's feeling really good overall in the month of February. It feels like a really good, victorious month, a month where you might be getting lots of accolades and attention and respect and being, lifted up or looked at in a very high light. The energies coming in, that's going to be all around you, representing experiences for you, is the Six of Wands. We have the Fool, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Now, that energy specifically could be about you trying something new and really liking it or really being good at it. This could be you moving in a whole new direction, allowing yourself to make a change of direction in life. For some of you, this could be centered around those that you'll be involved with. With the Three of Cups, that's the company that you keep during this month may, in fact, look up to you in some type of way or esteem you very highly this month. It may be people that lend you this kind of energy. You know how you can be around people that make you look good, or people that are maybe in a higher league than you, and because you're associated with them, you get a little bit of that juice, right? Whatever the case, the Three of Wands could also talk about you expanding in some type of way. This could be you traveling, expanding your horizons, expanding your experience. There's something that's growing for you. Overall. And so overall, it does feel like a very adventurous, good feeling month for you. Now, your energy specifically is a Ten of Swords. But before you jump the gun, right, it's clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and it came out sideways, right? Which says that it depends on how you decide to look at things, right? There could be some things that happen that could go either way. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be bad or good. It's going to depend on how you look at it, right? For instance, maybe you're somebody you're applying for a specific job that you want. Well, you don't get it, right? But then further down along the line, there's something else that is actually more aligned with what it is that you want. And the other job that you didn't get, you wanted that too, but then later on you find out there was actually something a little different, a little better, possibly aligned with maybe the money that you wanted to make, maybe how you want to feel doing what it is that you do. That's an example, but there's some way that you may possibly be looking at your situation or the energy that you'll be in this month. But it depends on you how you want to interpret that. The Ten of Swords is actually an ending to possibly feeling this way, feeling like nothing ever works out in your favor. This could be an ending to that, feeling broken and, feeling like you're down. The Seven of Pentacles could also talk about you working your way out of that energy, out of a tough situation or out of a situation that just was not serving you. This month, you are going to be determined, possibly, or you may see the benefits of working to get out of that kind of energy. Yeah, this could also be you doing this on your own. Maybe it is that you've been, left to figure things out on your own or work your way out of something or into something. This month is you're going to be in the energy of wanting to get out of that energy of feeling defeated, right? And you're going to be depending on where you put your energy will land you on the defeated side or the victorious side. So it's almost a choice this month of where you're going to put your focus and your energy. So the energy, I think, that is going to be prevalent and is going to either be beneficial or not is actually going to be the Chariot. It's going to be the Chariot. And the Chariot is definitely a positive energy. It's empowering. It's movement. It's, conquering anything that shows up and tries to stand in the way. The Chariot is a mixture of the Magician and the Emperor, if I'm not mistaken, which are two very powerful archetypes. One has this sense of power within the physical realm, and the other has this sense of power when it comes to bringing what's in the spiritual realm into the physical. And so it's like this dominance in both realities. There's a level of empowerment that comes with that energy, a level of drive and a level of knowing and being sure of yourself. I feel like this is possibly something that can work for you if you allow it to. It was clarified by the Three of Pentacles, but the Three of Pentacles is actually coming in on the shadow side, though. And I am going to look that up really quickly because I don't want to miss anything. I think this is going to be a very significant energy here. So the Three of Pentacles on the shadow side, if you don't have good allies or a work companions, it probably depends not only on them, but also on you. Learn to cooperate and collaborate, or you're going to struggle and be held back. Don't be discouraged. Only a lot of energy and time are required to achieve your goal. So whatever it is that you are looking to achieve this month, number one, it may very well have a lot to do with who you're surrounded with. Are they supportive? Do they encourage you, or are they discouraging and speaking down to you about it? Are they like serving as a block to you being in this energy of being motivated to do what you need to do? So I feel like the way that you're wanting to move this month has a lot to do with who you are surrounded with. And I feel like it has something to do with work. So far, the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles has come out here. It has a lot to do with work for some of you. A work situation that you may or may not be content with may be on your mind this month. It may be something that is at the forefront of what it is that you're focused on this month, or it may be something to do with work, someone dealing with the workplace. It's going to be very significant this month. Now, when we look at hopes and fears, the Nine of Pentacles is coming out and the Hermit. I do feel like there is a strong desire for independence, to be able to care for yourself and to carry your weight alone. The Nine of Pentacles is very independent energy, not really having to ask anybody for anything or depend on anybody. It's being able to exist in your own space and take care of yourself. The Hermit has that feel too. Now, if this is coming across as a fear, you may fear being alone. for someone. You may fear doing it alone, doing things alone. I have the Page of Wands in the shadow side. And so, so the Page of Wands is actually coming in on the shadow side, could be not allowing yourself to get frustrated, and having some type of fear around being in a vulnerable state where you have to depend on people or being cornered in some type of way. Yeah. This could also be the fear of being taken advantage of people. And so that may be why you're isolating and wanting to be independent and not depending on anyone. There may be a little bit of benefit of just being a little bit more particular about who you allow in your energy. I don't feel like you necessarily have to fear letting people in, but be selective, Libra, with who you let in. It's okay to vet people, right? And when people show you who they are, I'm hearing, believe them. They don't have to tell you or prove that to you 4, 5, and 6 times. Like, believe them the first time. And if for some reason believe them the first time, second time, right? By all means, if they do it 3 times and let you know, believe them, right? And then do what you need to do. Because the longer we go against our own gut instinct in favor of allowing someone else in, right? The more we ignore ourselves and our own needs and our own safety and protection, the more power we give away, the more vulnerable we become. And the more we will struggle really to gain that trust back for people. Okay. And so that's what I hear Spirit saying there around the hopes and fears. So there's like a hope that you don't have to depend on people because there is a fear of depending on people. Maybe you've been let down, in the past and you're just tired of it, right? I understand that. Listen. But at the same time, part of this message came out that said that there's some benefit to having the right kind of people surrounding you. This month is all about victory and success for you with the 6 of Wands. There is possibly being in a very valued, a very appreciative position in the eyes of others. So it's not necessarily trusting people, but it's who you're trusting, right? Maybe there's a need to reevaluate. Maybe it's time to hire, rehire, and fire, right? All right, let's take a look at the advice coming in or any type of grounding energy that will be beneficial for you this month. I have the Wheel of Fortune and the 5 of Swords. So this may definitely be a challenging month, especially with the 5 of Swords coming out and the Wheel of Fortune. It is going to be difficult, but the Wheel of Fortune may in fact point to the fact that you're going to have support. A lot of support spiritually or in regards to the spiritual realm, right? Spirit may in fact be supporting you in bringing things into a position where you'll be better able to handle these difficulties, to where you'll be able to walk away victoriously with anything that does show up as challenging this month. The Judgment is coming out on the shadow side. part of this may in fact be you having to make peace, having to make amends, having to actually be willing to admit when you're wrong and make things right, right? The judgment coming in on the shadow side means that there's some part that you need to do to be in good standing or to bring things back around into balance. And so the advice is not to be haughty, not to demand or, just be really puffed up in your ego, but be ready to like make things right this month when it's needed. And also stand your ground too. I'm hearing that as well. Because the Five of Swords does not mean lay down and just let people walk over you. That means take whatever actions necessary, right? And you may, in fact, be very supported by the universe. But even still in that, don't let that go to your head just because you have that backing. You still need to carry yourself with integrity and with a sense of humility, even with all of this support that you have, okay? That's in the advice this month. There's something coming in about the sun, and it's clarified by the magician. Like there's something about you learning about your own ability to create happiness. Maybe you've went through a season in life that taught you about your own power and about your ability to be happy within yourself, or the necessity of that. There's something here about that, some type of experience that you've had that brought you to yourself and to see yourself in the light of who you are, and your own sense of power and your own sense of being able to create this life that you want for yourself. There's some realization, I feel like, with an experience that you had that taught you about your abilities to provide, to give, to create for yourself what it is that you want to experience in life. Because the sun is actually all about joy. It's about happiness. It's about, this interconnectedness with everything in life, with your family, with your, daily activities. It's almost like just really enjoying everything about life, having everything in a good place where it's enjoyable for you. Now, the magician clarifying that means that you had some part in making that come to pass. You had some part in realizing some of that is your responsibility and, bringing that to be. And it's not so much of having certain stuff, but it's the power within you to realize your ability to be happy. And I'm not talking about an abundance of things. I'm talking about an inner connectedness with everything. I'm talking about a pure sense of joy that arises just because you were able to get up this morning and go do the thing that you love to do, or to be with the people that you love to be with, right? It's all a choice. Going back to this 10 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles that came on its side, it's a choice. Like you can be surrounded with everything that your heart could ever desire and still be miserable, right? Or you could just be grateful for whatever it is that you have, right? It's a choice. It's how you're looking at it this month, right? I do get a sense like Spirit is saying, yeah, there is going to be some challenges this month, some inward challenges about you taking your own happiness as your own responsibility. You're responsible for that. And so you can't look to anyone else to make you happy. You're responsible for that. And when you're not, then it's a matter of understanding that you have the power to change that with the magician here. You have the power to change it. It's all within your hands this month. There's some realization about that. And being that the sun came out with the magician, I feel like there has been some past lessons or experiences that taught you this. And so you may even be going back to remember some lessons in the past and going back to that particular lesson to remember what that was, right? Having like a refresher of some kind. Life can make us forget, can't it, Libra? Sometimes it can. Sometimes we can get to a place in life where things are so good that we forget that we ever had it bad, right? Until a bad season comes back around and we're like, oh, okay. What did I do last time I was going through this? Spirit is saying, remember the power that you found within yourself to create happiness or joy, right? Now, what's going to actually be interesting is the Six of Swords. You're going to find yourself moving away from things or people this month this is going to come up without you even realizing it. And this may come about even when you're looking at things in a sense of feeling like there's something that's keeping you from peace or keeping you from being settled mentally or keeping you from being able to have that experience that you want. You'll be moving away from it. You won't even want to. And if it's people, you're going to lose the taste for the company, right? You're going to find that, dang, I usually call this person, but for some reason, I no longer have a desire to even go over there, or I no longer even have a desire to do that thing that I've been so committed to doing, right? I do feel like there's going to be an inner sense of finding more of yourself this month. There's going to be little surprises that pop up about yourself this month. It's clarified by the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Yeah. And so we are talking about inner fulfillment. The 9 of Pentacles does talk about we're going back to the energy and your hopes and your dreams. The 9 of Pentacles does talk about this independence that you're desiring, that you're craving. I feel like someone wants to be able to really carry their own load without having to ask or without having to partner with anybody to make something happen. You want to be able to hold your own, and that's okay. That's in your desire, your hope. It came out in the hope, the 9 of Pentacles. And I feel like that's going to come about when you realize, like, there could possibly be things or people that are blocking you from this. Whether this is people that are taking up the time and the energy that actually you could be spending on making this happen, right? Or whether it's people that just don't carry the energy that you need for this kind of momentum, right? Your crowd is everything. There's a saying that says, you want to know like who you are? Look at your 5 most closest friends or people, right? You want to know where you're going to be 5-10 years from now? Look at who your crowd is. That's an understatement. So this month, I feel like there's going to be some changes, possibly some moving. Some of you guys may be physically moving to a different space. Some of you guys may be moving mentally. You may be releasing yourself from connections that just didn't give you what you need. that didn't vibe on that level that you're trying to get to. With that comes a level of appreciation too. You're going to be moving into a space of being able to appreciate and see things differently. So the Nine of Pentacles, just to let you know, is also a card of wish fulfillment, but it's a card that we need to be careful of because, again, we could fall into vanity, getting what we want and making that the center focus of everything that, gives us a reason to live, when this is just really the perks of living. It's not the reason. The reason to live is the purpose, the reason to live. It's not all the things that come along with it. And so there's a danger of making sure that you don't lose that sense of thankfulness and gratitude for what you have, right? And not be so focused on what's coming or what you want that you stop being grateful for where you are now, for what you have, for what you've worked up to at this point in life, right? There's some realization about that may open up for you without you realizing and lead you to this sense of fulfillment with the Ten of Cups. For some of you, there could be family that you're going to get a lot of enjoyment out of this month. You haven't planned it, but somehow this is going to enter into your enjoyment for this month. I do feel like when February is over, you're going to look back and see a lot of things that you enjoyed about it, a lot of things that actually turned out to be a lot better than you actually perceived it to be. Because in the end, by the end of February, we have the Empress here clarified with the Nine of Wands. Yeah. And so if there's ever any beautiful energy to be in, it's this Empress energy of creating. There's like something new being birthed this month for you. And so if you're having a difficult time, that difficult time may in fact be opening up. It may in fact be expanding you, right? We can grow. We can't grow always being comfortable, right? The good times come for a season, but we also need some challenging times so that we still continue to grow. So just know that whatever that thing that comes in to challenge you this month, it's for you to grow and expand, right? And to continue to flourish and move. And this could, for some of us, have something to do with needing to continue healing. The Nine of Wands comes in. There's an end that needs to come to some type of suffering or some type of thinking, that things aren't going to go your way, or that you're always waiting and no one comes to, help you out. This is you really allowing yourself to take pause for a minute and be prepared to handle this once and for all. Nines are about endings. We're about to do away with this way of thinking, this victim mentality, because we're moving into something beautiful, something new with the Empress, and it's bringing an end to that old mentality. And this may be like the ultimate showdown, but it's mostly with you. It's mostly with your mind. It's time to leave some old thought patterns in the past. Internal work. This could also show up within your relationships as well. There's a new direction that's that you're being focused and directed to. That's opening up to new possibilities, new surprises, even those that you expect. The Nine of Pentacles came out twice. Part of this is something you've been desiring and you expect, something you've been working towards. So this is the time to really have the courage to deal with those hard things that might come up this week, this month, the determination And also for some of you, even the knowledge. This might be a time to read a good book that's going to challenge you in that way. All of that is serving you to help you to win, right? You look at this man. He's ready to fight for what it is that he believes in and what it is that he wants. He's not sitting down just waiting for whatever happens to happen. No, he's saying, I'm ready. Bring it on. I'm ready for this new beginning. And part of that new beginning is very much dealing with what you're creating here. Okay? I just want to see if there's any more advice coming in from Spirit for this month for Libra. Any other advice for Libra? Three of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like for whoever you are, Spirit is acknowledging the work that you put in, Libra, around wanting to experience this new, wanting a new start, or being willing, to even do what it takes to learn a new way. That's a new skill on how to heal and deal with your stuff. Like the Three of Swords comes out with the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel like this is about positioning yourself for the best outcome, mentally, health-wise, physically, right? There's some dealings with the heart that Spirit is very tapped into when it comes to you, Libra. The Spirit wants you to win. You've done the work here and you're doing the work. And Spirit wants you to win. Seven of Pentacles says that you've put a lot of effort and time into, bettering yourself. And so allow yourself this new beginning. Allow yourself the opportunity to learn new ways, to experience new things. The Page of Pentacles positions itself as a student, open to receive new information and new experiences. So this month may very well be about things like that. If someone invites you to something that you've never done before, go. See what it's like. Open yourself up. There may be a very divine appointment with you being open to do that new thing, is what I'm hearing, okay? So February is going to be very exciting. A lot of it has to do with how you are seeing things, okay? Don't just look, but see, okay? See beneath the surface of what's going on, all right? That's for you, Libra. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. Libra has been one of my major supporters in the year of 2024. And so I got to come through with some good stuff for you, Libra. But thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you again. It has been Blood Moon Oracle bringing you the message for the month of February. Let me know how it resonates. And I will see you on the other side. Bye, Libra. Like, share, comment.